Well, man, this place is so freaking boring without Rick around. It reminds me of that summer we was out, no band. Yeah, that sucked. Wing rat! Wing rat! Man, I can't even get this stuff working. Try to turn that on. The Tiremuseum's like overloaded. Like I said, this place is so dead, man. There's like, you can't even find the tools you want. It looks like we got a lot, but man, there's still no 10 millimeter. Can't find none of that shit. I'm just so over it. You know, we ain't even got no place to like kick back and be comfortable. And if I did get comfortable, no one to talk to anyway, man. Man, this sucks. I wish Rick had come back, man. So bored of this place. Wish a customer would come in, or at least Alice. I got nothing out here. I need someone to help me out with this. As far as I know, hooker's still going on in the buses, but I'm so depressed I can't even get it up. Damn, my Tiremuseum is just overloaded with tires. I just can't even get rid of all these, man. There's so many. It just keeps coming, stuffing up. I can't even get my exhibit in here. I don't know, I got so many frickin' tires still. It's been raining too, so you know what? You know what I got now? I got mosquitoes. Tons of mosquitoes. I don't know, it seemed like when Rick was here it was so much better and easier. I had more fun. I don't have no fun no more. I just like slapping mosquitoes all the day long now. Sucks, man.
Hey, Slim.
Rick! Wow, right on, buddy. Good to see you. Oh, man, I missed you so much. Have a seat. Well, first things first, brother. Your indestructible bong was destructible, so I got this one. It's not really new, but she hits like a monster.
Wow. She's a beauty. Looks like another all-pro. Let me just sample. Well, you're getting some pretty good putt these days.
Well, yeah, it does grow like a weed. Oh, my turn. Nice. So the indestructible bong was all right, but you know what? This bong hits a little better. What do you think?
I don't know. It's got a slightly fatter stoke, but yeah, it's good. I took the one yet. Gonna have to try some more, of course.
Works good for me. Well, Rick, it was really good to see you. You know, while you were gone, I was really missing you, bro. And I started thinking about the olden times when we had that band, Wing Rat. I was thinking maybe we should kick that up. Wing Rat was badass, man. Wing Rat! Wing Rat! Wing Rat!
I remember those times fondly myself. Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, we thought they'd never end.
Wing Rat! Well, I watched a documentary last night on marijuana.
What did it teach you?
I'm totally going to watch every documentary on marijuana now.
You can say anything you want, just don't make any jokes about illegals.
Really? Why can't I make jokes about illegals?
Well, that would just be crossing the border.
The best thing you can do for a person is to make them smile.
Or you could go down on them. Well, I had to leave the city. I just couldn't handle doing that whole trip there, man, let me tell you. You know, I think most of the people in the city just don't recognize that it has an effect on how they live because of how close they live to each other. And really, it changes their personalities. And I don't think that they notice that because it's a slow evolution to adapt to living in a city. But once they've really fully accepted the idea of high densities of population, then they don't mind high densities of homicide and all these other things. Yeah, it's sad for me to see that at some point people living in the cities start to think that they have better benefits in their way because they're in the city and don't recognize that they have way better benefits if they didn't live in the city, but it's a harder economy to try and survive, and that's the difference. Yeah, I would have quit that school too, you know. He's got a bit of a closed mind here.
Turns out our neighbor just got busted for growing weed.
I told you didn't know where the property line was.
Bro. So that girl Alice has told me that, you know, she didn't shave. And I'm like, bitch, I dropped a Jolly Rancher on the carpet and sucked that thing up like you wouldn't believe. Lay down.
If I had sex as often as I've actually been screwed, my life would be awesome.
I was sexually active at 12. 12:15, man, my arm hurt so bad. Tiremuseum, only place you can hang out with two dirty trannies. That right there, my friend, is a scooter made for pooter. Ride for two. Let me clean you off a place to sit here.
You can say what you want about the South, but nobody retires and then moves up north.
So I just walked by the neighbor's house and I seen the kid out there licking whipped cream off a cat. Pretty sure he heard something he wasn't supposed to hear.
So you want to hear how things went in the city?
Of course.
Well, you see, the poor people, they give stuff they can't really afford to share. And then the rich, they take all they can get their hands on. So it's a perpetual flow of wealth heading, upstream, of course, to the few wealthy. But the city really amplifies that quality. I mean, you have that to some degree out in the country, but not nearly as bad as you see in the city. So have you tasted this bud yet?
That one?
Holy fuck, huh?
It's pretty nice. Here, hit it, and I'll finish it up.
Don't mind if I do. Look at the fucking roll there.
Well, let me see that thing. I'll try some of that pot. I don't know. This kind of smells pretty good, but how'd you even get back here? I mean, fuck, bro.
Oh, Christ. I had to go down to the river. People down the river, they're happy to give. So they gave me enough money so I could get back over here. I'll tell you, I learned my lesson. That is not for anybody, really. So, I mean, things look like they've degraded a little bit around here since I left. How have you been staying alive?
Well, it's been kind of tough. I've tried to sell tires. I've done everything I could. Let's just be honest. Me and Alice have been having a couple of hookers up in the bus.
Hookers in the bus?
I got 2 of them buses ready, and I got a bathroom going on. I got 2 girls up in the bus. But I haven't seen Alice in a week. So I think that she must be doing good. She made over $1,000 first night. There was so many. That night you found all the condoms the next day?
Yes, I remember.
That wasn't me, man. It was a dirty job picking them fuckers up. The hooker business and growing weed, I think we should plant some seeds too, because that's the way it is. Even Jacob, he ain't even that bright, and he come up with that.
Yeah, he ain't all that bright. I heard stories about him gonna build a bunch of fetish vans.
Well, I tell you what, fetish vans are the ticket. We should fire them up. Alice said she had enough girls to fill all our buses and keep us going. She said I could get as many buses as I could get. I know there's like 9 buses and 13 minivans up there right now, and I think we brought in some extra cars, so we could make some big cash, bro.
I guess there's a market for it, and apparently there's a demand, so what the hey, business is business in the capitalist world. Okay, you can do that. I'm good with it.
As we said, Earl Dunn never sold no tires. What are we going to do but have hookers and frickin' weed? That's what we need. Buses and buds, buddy.
Well, I'm back into the rut that I'm used to anyhow. I mean, at some point it frees me up to know that this is all I'll ever be. They don't have to face some challenge each day. I don't know what each day is going to be like, just like the day before. But hey, that's my life.
We're bringing down Alice's van. Oh man, that thing's a money maker. Mobile Whorin. Well, I had a great day today. Seems we're on it, man. Ricky come back. He's all into the Whorin and the buses and fetish vans, man. We're going to take all the fetish vans. We're going to be rich, I'm telling you. Unless something happens, but, with our luck, we're going to make it this time. Yep, 3rd time's a charm. You know what I said that? That's a motor whoring vacation right there. So I was out going around and saying, I found the old race car Earl's, and you know what? One of his old buddies gave me one race car, man. I'm gonna go pick it up pretty soon here. I guess it's a Lincoln Continental Mark 7 or something. I don't know. It's a 2-door, maybe like a T-Bird. Let's go check that thing out. I got the key. Need a battery. Well, I'm driving it, but it's a real piece of shit, man. I'm telling you what. This is freaking high output 5.0 and some kind of Lincoln that just rides like shit, man. It got no suspension, no airbags. I can't believe I drove it as far as I drove it. It's crazy. Wing Rat was badass, man. Wing Rat! Wing Rat! Wing Rat!